Yes, guys, now tell me, can you people hear me? Now, voice.
Yes, sir, I can.
Okay, guys, my voice is better now. Please tell me.
Yes, better.
Okay, let's continue for the today's session. I welcome to all of you for the day two. So, I hope that the last sessions were quite effective and you people enjoyed the session.
Yes, sir.
So, in today's class, the first question which we are going to solve, that is the Northney company. And can you people tell me the Northney company was which attempt, guys? The Northney company was which attempt? I think it was September December 24 attempt. Yes, it was September December 24 attempt. Okay, guys, can you see this spreadsheet which is in front of you, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's first go through the requirement of the question. Prepare a report for the board of directors. For the board, discuss the issues affecting the establishment of the group treasury function in Europe and the impact on treasury function activities relating to the European subsidiaries and the American parent company. So basically, what was examiner asking, that we had to differentiate between a centralized and the decentralized. The centralized, when you are having a single treasury function that is managing your parent and the subsidiary, a group treasury function. And in the decentralized, the parent company and all its subsidiaries, they will be having a separate treasuries. So examiner was asking you issues affecting the establishment. So we had to discuss that issues. Now, in the second part, examiner is asking from you people calculate the impact of undertaking intra-group settlement between Northney Company and 3 subsidiary companies using a tabular format and the intra-group settlement cash flows for the 4 group companies. So what we have to do, guys, we have to go through the netting. And then examiner was asking, demonstrates how the transaction with the Japanese customer would be hedged on the basis of information supplied and what the result of the hedge would be. This was the third part. In the fifth part, examiner was asking, this demonstrates how the short-term investments would be hedged on the basis of the information supplied and what the result of the hedge would be if interest rate rose or fell by 0.5. So examiner was asking you, there must be the short-term investments in the question, and examiner is asking you the impact, what it would be if the interest will rise or decrease by 0.5, and then explain why the treasury function might have decided to use currency futures and an interest rate collars as hedging method in second and third and fourth. So this was the question which is in front of you guys. So guys, can you people tell me that whether you all have gone through the question, guys? Please tell. Because I am not going through the question again because it will be taking much time. And already today's session, we have started a bit late. So guys, can you hear me? Please answer.
Yes.
Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Guys, let's start. On the question with you guys. One second, guys.
So the screen is not visible.
Okay. Now can you see the screen, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. First of
It
all,
is blank white.
first of all, we are starting with the netting part. So, guys, can you acknowledge in the netting portion what is going to happen?
The amount can increase or
Appendix
decrease, sorry.
1. Whenever you people have to solve the netting is a two-step approach. First of all, you people have to convert all currencies into parent company currency or the base currency. And for the conversion, examiner always mention that you people will use the spot rates or the mid spot rates. So guys, if you have gone through the question, can you people tell me what were the spot rates or the mid spot rates given in the question? What was that?
It's spot mid rates.
Spot mid rates were given. Can you people tell me what
Yes.
was the rates?
You want me to tell all the rates?
Yeah, yeah. Tell me the rates.
Uh, EUR 0.9627.
0.9627. And what was the currency denomination? Euro per dollar?
Euro. Yes, euro per dollar.
Okay, what was the other rate, guys? 0.8320.
Yes, that's GBP.
This was pounds per dollar. And the last was how much?
It's 6.9418.
6.9418. And its currency was how much?
It's
DKK
DKK per dollar.
per dollar. Now, the main important thing in which many of the students they are confused, that is the conversion. That sir, we do not know the exact way how to convert the currency. So guys, in this question, there is a column named as owed by and then owed to. And then the currency have been given. And then we will convert into the parent currency. What was the parent currency, guys? Dollars.
Dollar.
Now, owed by mean payable or receivable, guys? Please tell. Owed by mean payable or to
Table.
receivable. Now, in this question, first company was the USA. USA company has to pay to the UK company How much amount, guys? How much was the amount?
16.4 pounds.
16.4 pounds. Now see, we want all the currencies in the dollars. This is the pound. So what was the pound and dollar conversion rate? This is the rate. Now,
Okay, so the pound was 0.8642, which you didn't have it on to your left screen
No,
now
per
what will
dollar.
happen, guys?
0.8320.
As this is the pounds, this is pound per dollar. So my question from all of you, whether you will divide with the rate or multiply with the exchange rate to get the amount in the dollars. Tell me, guys.
Divide.
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 Why? What is the reason for that, guys? I don't
Because
understand.
the rate was quoted indirectly.
Please, guys, keep muted. Otherwise, all will be disturbed. If you want to answer, you can answer in the chat box. Guys, the rate, the currency will be divided with the exchange rate. What is the reason? See, this is the pound. When you will divide with the pound over dollar, pound cancel, and you get your desired answer. Or this was the pound. If you multiply by pound over dollar, your answer is coming as pound square over dollar. Was this required, guys? No. We want our answer in the dollars only. So in this scenario, only the divisional rule was there. So divide it, guys. 16.40 divided by 8.830. How much? This one. Now, the next was the Europe. Europe has to pay, no, sorry, not Europe. It was USA. USA has to pay Europe how much euros? 37.42. So what is the rate? This rate will be applicable. Divide, guys. You will get 38.87. Now, the next was, what was the foreign currency, guys? I am just, again, it was UK and Euro. How much? Euro 40.75. Then again there was UK. It was paying Denmark. How much? DKK 82.12. Then again Euro. Europe has to pay UK. How much? 56.98. Then Europe has to pay to the Denmark. How much DKK? 72.68. And then there was the two transaction with the Denmark. First, Denmark has to pay USA and then to the Euro. How much was the amount? Here, dollars 27.29, and here Europe euro 73.79. Now, guys, this is all you have to convert in your home currency, in your base currency. So, guys, can you do it? Only that person will speak whom I will ask. Brinda, please convert the euros in the dollars and tell me. You can speak, Brinda, in the class. Hurry up. Hurry up, guys. We are already short of time. Miss Brinda, please convert the euros in the dollars. Avani, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Avani, convert and tell me what is the amount in the dollar.
So I don't know. Can you help?
What?
42.32.
42.33. Then convert the DKK. This was the DKK rate. So divide. It will come as 11.83. Then this was pounds. So this is again pounds rate 68.49. Then you are having 10.47, 27.29, and last was 76.65. So this was the first paragraph or the first thing which you have to make. Now, the second was the netting table. What is, guys? Now, on one side, like I am taking owed by here and owed to here. The most important thing, the way I will be saying to you people that one company is the Northney company, which was in the USA. The other company was in the UK, then Europe, then Denmark. In the same sequence, you will state here USA, UK, Europe, and the Denmark. Here we will get the total, and here we will get the total. Now, the most important is the placing of the transaction. What is this, guys? Placing of the transaction. Now see, in the first, we are saying USA has to pay UK. How much? $19.71. So, guys, this is the USA. Tell me, guys. This is the USA. USA has to pay UK. How much? How much, guys? 19.71. Then USA has to pay Europe 38.87. This is USA has to pay Europe. How much? 38.87. Then UK has to pay Europe 42.33. So this was the UK, and the UK has to pay Europe how much, guys? 42.33. Then again the UK has to pay which company? Denmark. 11.83. So we are taking 11.83. Then Europe. Europe has to pay UK 68.49. Europe has to pay UK 68.49. And what was other, guys? Europe has to pay Denmark. See, Europe has to pay Denmark 10.47. Now, the last one, Denmark has to pay USA 27.2 mile. Denmark has to pay USA 27.29, and the Denmark has to pay Europe 76.65. Now, if in the exam you want to know that you have placed all the transactions, so count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It means that we have placed all them accurate. So what is its total, guys? 27.29. Now 19.71 plus 68.49. How much? Hurry up, please.
8.20.
88.20. Then what is this, guys? Please, one person will speak. Nandini, if you are speaking, please speak up a little louder.
157.85.
157.85. And the last one, guys.
22.30.
Now, this is the receivable balance. Now, what is the payable balance, guys? 19.71 and 38.87.
58.58.
Negative. Then
Yes. 54.16.
then
78.96.
Nandini, your voice is very much low. Then what is this?
103.94.
10.
103.94.
Now, once you have the total of the payable, this the total of receivable, we will net off them. $27.29, $88.20, $157.85, and 22.30. What are the balances, guys? What is the net amount?
Minus 31.29.
Minus
31.29.
then
34.04.
then
78.89. Minus 81.64.
now see, guys, if you people want to check that your netting question is accurate or wrong, so add all these figures, guys. Add all these figures. If the answer is coming as 0, then your question is accurate. So please add them, guys. This coming as 0. Tell me, guys, is this coming as 0?
Yes, sir. It's 0.
Okay. Now see what explanations you have to do. You will say that which company is having the more payable, guys? The Denmark? You will say that this company, Denmark company, will be first paying to which company? To the UK. See, the Denmark total payable is 81.64. So, Denmark payable is higher. See, in this question, the two companies have to pay. One is the USA and one is the Denmark. First, that company will be paying whose balance is higher. So, Denmark will first pay to which company? UK, who has the smallest receivable. So, if this company was having 81.64 as payable, out of that, this company has paid 34.04. What is the balance available, guys? What is the balance available?
4760.
47.60. Now you will tell the examiner Denmark is first settling the UK and then this company is paying 47.60 to the Europe. But guys, the Europe receivable was how much? 78.89. Out of that, what is happening? 78.89. This company has received 47.60 from the Denmark. So what was the balance, guys? What is the balance?
3129.
So this is the same balance.
Yes.
So what we will say that the balance this company, the European company will get from the USA and their balance will be nil. Understand, guys? Everyone? Okay? Okay, guys? Please respond, guys.
Trial.
Should we move on?
Trial.
Who is saying trial? Yes, Melissa, what are you saying? Yes, sir.
Trial.
What is this trial? I am not understanding what you're saying.
Sir, she wants you to repeat what you just said. That's what she's actually saying.
What is the meaning of trial then?
She wants you to repeat what you just said.
But when I am asking, she's not giving me the response, guys. So please.
Sir, she typed it in the group.
Okay, now understand everyone. The Denmark company and the USA. The Denmark was having the payable balance as negative 81.64. This was having a payable balance of 31.29. Other two companies, one was the UK and one was the Europe. UK company has to receive 34.04 and this company has to receive 78.89. Now, as they are in a one group, so they will settle the balance with one in each other. But in what sequence? This company is having the highest payable. So this company first paying its portion to this company. So what is the balance after it has paid? 81.64 minus 34.04. What is the balance, guys? How much? 47? This was the balance? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Now, what will happen? This balance will be given to which party, guys? Europe. Now, 81.64 has been vanished. The European company had to receive 78.89. Out of that, they have received 47.60 from the Denmark. So how much is the balance for this company? How much is the balance? 78.89 was the
31.
total amount. The balance we are computing because they have received 47.60 already. So how much?
31.29.
So now 31.29 they have to receive. So this USA company will be paying them and the balance will be 0. Okay. Now, let's talk about the important part of the futures, currency futures. Ready, guys? Now, guys, first of all, in this question, dollar is your home currency. JPY is the foreign currency. Those who have gone through the question, they know that. Now, whenever you people are solving the currency future question, you people will state here amount of foreign currency. So can you people tell me what was the amount in the Japanese yen, please?
925 million.
925 million. Now, in the second instance, you people have to say whether you will buy or sell future. That is the most important. Because in the currency future, the criteria is quite different as compared to when we were discussing the interest rates. Guys, here this sell or buy criteria depends on the contract size currency given. What is given, guys? Contract size currency. Guys, you people tell me what was the contract size currency given?
Japanese yen.
The contract size was given in the JPY. We are in the dollars, guys. Now, this 925 million JPY, you had to pay or receive, guys. Please tell me.
Receive.
We have to receive this. Now try to understand, guys. Everyone who is this speaking, guys. Dimple, please keep muted. Otherwise, I will make mute everyone and then you cannot unmute. Now, guys, when you will receive the JPY, you are based where? In the USA. I am stating when I will receive JPY as I am in the USA. So what I will do, guys, I will sell JPY and I will buy dollars. So guys, what I did with the contract size currency with the Japanese yen, I am selling them or buying them? Tell me what I am doing. When the JPY will be in my pocket, what I am going to do with them? I will sell them or buy them? Tell me guys.
Sell them.
Sell them.
I will sell them because I am in the USA. I cannot trade while I am having the Japanese yen in my pocket. So I will sell the JPY. So in this question, you will say sell future. Now, which future to select? Guys, can you people tell me this Japanese yen when you are going to receive? Manisha, please keep muted.
On May.
When we are going to receive this, guys? Tell me, guys, if you have gone through the question, when you people
1
are
May.
going 1st May, as the criteria is immediately expiring after transaction date. What is that, guys? Immediately expiring after transaction date. So, as in this question, the transaction date is 1st May. So, after 1st May, which future expires, guys? Which future?
Future.
So, we will say, we will sell June futures.
June future.
Guys, are you getting the concept, everyone? Now, guys, what was the June future price which was given in the question? What was that?
7538.
Uh, 0.007538. Tell me, guys.
Yes, sir.
0.007538. And remember, in the currency question, always mention the currency denominations. So, what was the currency denomination? It was JPY per dollar or dollar over JPY. What was that?
Dollar
Dollar over
per
JPY.
JPY.
Dollar over JPY?
$1 per JPY.
Now, the next step is the calculation of number of contracts. You will take your amount, foreign currency, that is JPY 925 million, divide by the contract size. What is the contract size, guys? That was also in the JPY. How much was the contract size
12.5.
given? 12.5 million. Now, you people are lucky that the both currencies are same. If these currencies were not same, then first you will divide your foreign currency with the lock-in rate, and then you will divide with the contract size. But as in this question, what is happening? What is happening, guys? The both currencies are same. Understand? So, how many number of contracts, guys?
74.
Easy, guys, everyone. Now see, my champions, that what is going to happen. The next step. See, the futures are exchange traded derivatives and futures are binding contracts. Whatever the price you have selected, That is known as your opening future price. But as you have to close the contract, it is a binding agreement. So the closing future price examiner will not provide you. So guys, do you remember in the last question which we solved yesterday, I told you people, if the closing future price is not given, we computed the closing future price, guys. Tell me, in the interest rate futures. Tell
Yes.
me, in the interest rate future, what happened? We computed the closing future price. Answer me, guys, please.
Yes, we computed it.
Okay. Kashika, Avani, Anishta, Mabel, Sibanda, please tell
Yes.
me, guys. But remember, in the case of currency futures, if closing future price not given, we will calculate the lock-in rate. What we will calculate, guys? Lock-in rate. And this lock-in rate is being computed when, guys? Please repeat with me. When we will compute the lock-in rate? Only in the currency futures. When you have not been provided the closing future price. Now, what is the formula for the lock-in rate? It is opening future plus minus remaining basis. But just for your understanding here, the basis will be added or subtracted in the opposite direction. Guys, what was the opening future price? This is the opening future price. 0.00753 Apply the remaining basis formula. Now you people will tell me. This formula we solved yesterday as well. So please don't demotivate me. Tell me what is the remaining basis formula. Hurry up, guys.
Opening spot minus opening future.
Well done. Opening spot
Current ones. Opening future.
What is the date today? 1st May.
1st September.
You people told me May, guys. What is the date? Oh,
Today is 1st September and
okay,
due
that
on
was
1st May.
transaction date. First September. And the future you have selected? June. And when we are going to do the transaction, guys, what was the transaction?
1st May.
Now, guys, what is the spot rate that has been given in this question? The two spot rates been given or one?
One spot. Okay.
What was that rate, guys?
Just one, the opening spot.
How much?
0.007398.
0.00738. Future you have selected 0.007538. Take the difference, guys. How much is the difference coming?
0.000060.
0.00014.
0.0000140.
Yes, sir.
Now, divide by the total month, which is starting from today to future. How many months, guys? September to June. September, October, November, December, January,
10.
February, March, April, May, June. How many months? 10. And
10 months.
now, May to June, remaining months. How
2.
much? 2 months. So what is your remaining basis coming?
Minus 0.000028.
Hold on. Whenever you are taking the difference in the remaining basis formula, ignore the minus. That does not matter. Okay?
Okay,
So,
okay, okay.
how much? 0.000028.
0.000028.
0.000028. This is
Yes, yes, sir.
now, guys, check the trend from 1st September to 30th June. It was increasing or decreasing? Tell me, guys.
Increasing.
It was 73275. It was increasing. But we have to go in the lock-in rate formula in the opposite direction. So you will minus 0.000028. What is your lock-in rate? Tell me, guys.
0.007510.
0.007510, and the currency denominations are dollar over JPY. Everyone clear, guys? Easy? Tell me. Now, some points which I will add here. Guys, if in question examiner tells you that any amount not covered under futures will be hedged using forwards. So this is the hint that examiner is saying to you people, compute the over or under hedging. Like this examiner asked in the question of Boolean company, or like in the question of Gogurt company. But in this question, or many times what will happen, examiner is saying number of contracts should be number of contracts should be rounded down or up. Guys, in this question, whether this was the exact figure or there was any points coming across, tell me.
It's the exact figure.
This is the exact figure. So in this question, no over or under hedging will be there. Whenever, for example, this was coming as 74.32 and we are solving the question with the 74, then we are doing the under hedging. For example, it was coming as 74.60 and we are taking the 75. We are doing the overhedging. Then in this question, there will be an extra step of over or under hedging. Otherwise, what will happen? There will be a last step, which will be your actual outcome. In the actual outcome, what we will do, guys? You will compute your receipts. We will say that how much was our foreign currency? 925. This is the lock-in rate. Convert it. 925 divided by 925 JPY divided by 0.007510 JPY over dollar. JPY cancel. How much amount you are getting in the dollars? Tell me, guys.
Sir, it's dollar over JPY, right?
Dollar over JPY? Oh, okay. So this was the JPY as dollar over JPY. So multiply. JPY cancel. How much was this? 0.007510. How much? How much it is coming, guys?
6946
6 point
750.
6 point
6946
no, in the millions.
6.94.
6.9.
Yeah, 694646.
I am asking the answer in the millions.
Okay.
Just multiply 925 multiply
6.95.
6.9. That is the
Yeah,
answer.
6.94.
Easy, guys. Good. Are you clear about the steps, guys? Whether to buy or sell future, this depends upon your contract size currency, and the same criteria is applied in the currency option as well. If, like in this question, examiner had tested from you people the currency option as well. So as we are saying the sell future, so which option it will be, guys? Call option or put option? Tell me.
Put option.
Put option. Well done.
I put.
So these are the
I put.
small things which you have to memorize my step-by-step approach. Understand, guys? Now, let's talk about the callers. Are you ready, guys, for the callers?
Sir, I've
Yes.
got a question, please.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, did you say that if we haven't been asked to do the over under,
Yeah,
we
just
just
convert the
close it off
currency
with
at
the
the lock-in
lock-in
rate.
rate?
Yes.
Okay. Thank
Now, let's talk about your most favorite area, the callers. So who want to learn the callers, guys? Who want to learn the callers? Oh, Muhammad Sheikh, my brother, you are present in the class.
Yes.
Are you enjoying the lecture, brother?
Yes, sir.
Now, guys, you people tell me, in this question, whether examiner is asking from you the borrower caller or the lender caller. Tell me, guys. Anyone who can tell me? No one will tell me, guys. In this question, examiner has particularly asked you people the lender caller. What examiner has asked, guys? Lender caller. Remember, guys, whenever examiner is asking you the lender caller, lender will always buy floor or call option, and lender will always sell cap or put option. First of all, this you should memorize. Now, other thing is, whether you are making the lender caller or you are making the borrower caller, this cap will be always set the cap at a high exercise price. What you have to do, guys? Cap at high exercise price. Now, guys, can you people tell me in this question what was the exercise prices? Please tell me. Hurry up. Tell me, guys, what was the exercise price?
97 and 96.25.
I told you people always use 100 minus language. Do you remember? So what is the final value? This will come as 3% and this will come as how much? How much?
3.75.
3.75.
At which rate we will set the cap? High exercise price. So set the cap at 3.75 and call at 3%. Now, before I move on, I am giving you people further explanations, guys. Floor or call option. This is for the minimum interest receipts, and call or put. This is for the maximum interest payments. Now, guys, the decision making is very important. Here I am stating a point. Decision making is always with the purchaser point of view. With the purchaser. That is very important, guys. Now, what do you mean by that? Let us suppose this is the Northney company that is making the collar. So, Northney company has bought the floor, and at the same time, the Northney company has sold this cap. Northney company has sold this cap. This cap is no more belonging to the Northney company. I told you people that decision making is with the purchaser. Let us suppose we say that, Kashika, are you present in the class?
Yes.
Let us suppose, guys, the student Kashika has purchased the option. Now, what was the reason why she purchased it? She said that as this is for the maximum interest payment. Kashika locked its position. Kashika said, I will be no more paying more than 3.75. And what is the Northney company saying? Northney company saying, I will be receiving not below than 3% because this was the maximum. Northney company is saying, I am going to receive the minimum I will receive. The minimum acceptable receipts are 3%. And as Northney company has sold this put option to the Kashika. So what the Kashika is saying? Kashika is saying, I will be paying the maximum interest. What is the rate? 3.75. Now, guys, in your course, these floor or cap, this is the exercise prices. We compare them with the closing future prices. Now, in this question, what was happening? First of all, we have to define this closing future price. Now see, all the concept which we studied yesterday, that is going to recap. Guys, what was the closing future price formula? Do you remember? It was closing spot plus minus remaining days. What was the closing spot formula? Opening spot plus minus increase or decrease part. So first we are solving with the increase and then we will solve with the decrease. Guys, opening spot was given in this question. Can you people tell me? Tell me guys. The current spot was given.
90.
Yes.
How much was that? The
3.46.
3.25. Guys, the 3.25 was given.
Yes.
This was the current spot. And what the examiner said, it will increase by how much? If the base rate
0.5.
increase by 0.5. Now, what is the remaining basis formula? Opening spot, which is 3.25. And what was the future price? Check the interest rate part. What was the future price, guys? It was given in this question. How much was that? 96.54. This was given. $96.54. This was given, guys.
Yes, sir.
So what is your
3.46.
future? 3 point?
46.
How much? 3 point?
3.46.
So this was opening spot minus opening future. 3.46. Now, what was the date today, guys?
0.2.
Hold on. What was the date today? 1st September. And this future price has been given to you of which date, guys? Please see the question and tell me. What was it? March? And when we are going to do the transaction?
First Feb.
First February. So now tell me, guys, ignore the minus. What is this? 3.25 minus 3.46. Is this coming as 0.21? 0.21 divide by total months. How many total months? September to March.
6.
Again,
7.
7 months.
7 months.
And remaining months from February to March. 1st February. 2. So how much is the remaining basis coming, guys?
0.06.
Now check the trend. 3.25 to 3.46. It is increasing. In this interest rates, we have to follow the same direction. So we will add 0.06%. What is your closing future price coming, guys?
$3.81.
3.81. Now, this price 3.81. 3.81. Now we have to decide exercise or not. Now see, Northney company said that they will accept the minimum receipt as 3%. But closing future price, other name I am giving market. So market is paying them 3.81. So guys, whether they will exercise and they will receive 3% or they would like to receive 3.81, what will happen?
Not exercise.
They will not exercise because they will prefer the market. Market is paying them higher. Now, consider my words. What the Kashika is going to do? Whether the Kashika will be paying 3.75 interest or she would like to pay 3.81.
3.75.
So
Exercise.
Kashika will exercise. Now see, guys, you are solving the question according to the Northney company or according to the Kashika? Please tell me.
Northney company.
So, when the Kashika is exercising, it is the Kashika benefit. But for the Northney company, it would be a loss. So, you will see that in the question of the callers, examiner mention a word, loss on exercise. That is that loss when the other party will exercise. That is that party benefit, but your loss. Now, guys, remember one important thing, last thing. Whenever you people buy floor, you people pay premium. And once the Northney company has sold this put option to Kashika, so Northney is going to receive premium. So, what was the premium cost, guys? Can you tell me? What was the premium cost? See now.
0.492.
It was the for the call option? It was for the call or put?
Call option.
How much was that? Negative
0.492.
492. And what will be the receipts? Check the put option.
0.00356.
So what is your net premium cost, guys? What is your net premium cost? Tell me.
0.00136.
This is a cost or benefit? Cost, because this
Cost.
amount is higher. Now you people are having the last step, actual step. So guys, do you people want to solve in the percentage basis or on the total basis? Tell me. Tell me, guys. Percentage or total?
Percentage basis.
The percentage basis will save your time, guys. So you will state your actual return. What was the formula? Closing spot minus spread. So what was the closing spot your? That is 3.25 plus 0.5. What was the spread in this question?
.3 basis points.
30 basis points?
Yes.
So what is this percentage coming, guys? Just give me 1 second, guys. Yes, guys. What is this coming? 3.25
3.45.
plus 0.5 minus 0.3. How much?
3.45.
How much?
0.45.
2.45.
3.45.
3.45. Then what was loss on exercise? 3.75 minus 3.81. How much?
0.06.
0 point
06.
0.04.
No, 06.
And what was the premium cost? Negative 0.00136. So what is your effective rate coming, guys? How much?
$3.39.
That the premium is already in the percentage, right? So again, should we needs to divide it by 100?
No. If we are using that formula for the total premium cost, then we will do that.
Okay.
Guys, 3.25 plus 0.5, how much this is coming?
3.4.
3.25 plus 0.5, how much?
3.75.
3.75 minus.
3.7.
Okay, then there was a loss 0.06, and then there was a premium cost was
MC. Daddy.
Sir, I think the premium cost should be 0.136.
I don't think so. That again take the difference, guys. 0.00492 and 0.00356.
There's no double zero. 0.492 and 0.356.
This is accurate.
It's correct.
This is accurate, guys. 0.0013.
Yes.
Okay, what is the total coming? This was positive, this was negative.
3.3.
3 point.
I think the net premium cost is wrong.
Okay, then what is the accurate figure? Can you tell me?
It's 0.136, not 0.0136.
I don't know. You people are telling. Tell me,
In
guys.
the question,
In-
they have
it's supposed-
mentioned in the percentage. So we should not
Yes.
put like a 0.00492 for the put and 0.0035. It's like
Hold on.
0.492.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me
Yes.
see. Let
In
me
percentage-
see. Let me see. Let me see, guys. Don't fight. Please don't fight, guys. Oh, yes, guys. See, this was 0.492 and 0.356. So you have to take as it is until unless you are applying the total formula. If you are applying the total formula, then you will divide by the 100. Okay. So what it would be, guys? 0 point how much? 0 point
Supposed to be 0.13.
and
0.492, sir.
0.49. And it was 0.356. Now tell me this figure.
0.136.
0.136 negative. And here 0.136 negative. Now what is the effective rate coming?
3.25.
That is accurate. But still the question is not over, guys. We have solved with the increase part. This was with the increase part. Now decrease part, only this will change. 3.25 minus 0.5 plus 0.06. So how much is the closing future price coming, guys? How much?
.81.
How much?
2.81.
Now again make the scenario. We said buy, call, or floor, sell, put, or cap, exercise prices. What was that? 3 and 3.75. 3 and 3.75. Now what is the closing future price, guys?
2.81.
2.81.
3.81%.
Now you people tell me, guys, whether the floor will be exercised. Because floor is for the minimum interest receipts. So you will receive 3% or you will prefer the market. What?
Exercise the option.
We will exercise.
3%.
We will say we will exercise. And when we are exercising, it is a gain on exercise. How much is the gain, guys? How much?
0.19.
And now what the Kashika will do? She will be paying the interest at 3.75 or she will be paying the market. What she will do?
She will not exercise.
Not exercise. So now in the actual part, what will happen, guys? You are having 3.25 minus 0.5 minus 0.3. 3.25 minus 0.5 minus 0.30. How much is coming in the percentage?
0.45.
3.45.
No, 2.45.
Okay, then gain on exercise 0.19 and the net premium cost. How much was that? 0.136. How much is the total?
2.5.
2.5.
2.5. So this is the final of your question. But still, the theoretical portions we have to go through. Good question, guys. Tell me.
Yes.
Sir, can you please repeat this part where there's an exercising and not exercising?
See. Now see, guys, again, I am explaining. I am making a chart for you guys. If you will memorize borrower collar, lender collar. Do you want to memorize it, guys?
Yes.
Guys, borrower will always buy put, sell, call, or cap, or floor. Lender will always buy call, floor. Lender will sell put or cap. Important thing which I am saying, always set cap at high price. Now, on this option, we are saying when exercise or not. Cap is for maximum interest payments. This option you have sold minimum interest receipts. So when it will be exercised, guys, when closing future price will be higher or lower, guys, keeping in mind it is a borrower.
High. And the rate is low.
And when not, when closing future price low. When you will exercise, you will have gain on it. Now, if we talk about the other party, now sell, what the other party will do? When the other party will exercise or not, keeping in mind this is the interest receipts. When the other party, when it will exercise, when closing future price will be higher or lower, guys? They will exercise and it will be a loss on exercise. When they will not exercise, when closing future price is higher. Now, if we talk about this one, when we will exercise or not. So guys, when we will exercise? When closing price is higher or lower? It will exercise.
Lower.
It will be gain on exercise. Not when closing prices 5. And what about the other party? As we have sold, what the other party will do? Exercise no. When they will exercise? When market is higher. It will be a loss on exercise. And when they will not exercise? When closing price is low. So this, if you will memorize, whatever the question for the caller, the examiner will give, you can easily solve. Okay?
Let's say, can I see the page before this? I want to see how we computed the final result when there is a decrease.
Hold on now, guys, please, because it's the 2 hours and we have not completed one question even.
I just want to take a screenshot.
Who are you? What is your name? I will be giving you people, the recording is not well. Okay?
Question say.
Yes, guys, can you see?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Hold on, guys, I have a call, please. Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now see, guys, do you want to learn the professional skills as well?
Yes.
Remember, guys, in your first question, examiner always ask you people the 4 skills: communication, analysis and evaluation, skepticism, and the commercial acumen. Communication is just if you follow the proper report format. Like, the report should be having an introductory paragraph. And this introduction is nothing, just you can copy paste the requirement of the question. Like, this report discuss the issues with the proposed relocation of the group treasury function in the Europe. It illustrates the role of treasury function by looking at examples of work which it does. It also discusses the political and operational risk which may impact upon the establishment of a new subsidiary. Now, Northney company will have to decide whether to expand the current treasury function of one of the subsidiaries. Expanding one of the existing function rather than setting up a new base may be less time consuming and less costly, as fewer staff may have to be recruited. On the other hand, it may be more convenient to establish the function in a major financial center in the Europe. The working arrangements of the function may also influence where it is established. Currently, treasury staffs are office-based, but the move to a new center may prompt more remote working by staff. Other factors may influence whether the function is located, where the function is located, including the language skills employees requires, the time zone, and the legal jurisdiction. I told you people in the last class as well. Guys, such theoretical aspects are never available in any Kaplan, BPP book or study hub. This is only the practice which is being required. And this you can only understand when you are again and again going through the question requirements and studying the examiner answer. If you people will say that there should be any shortcut, no shortcut. Only revise it again and again, and then you can study. Now, Northney must consider how the activities of the group treasury function in the Europe should be controlled by its head office in the US. Some mechanism, for example, reports of activities to the board will remain same. However, the senior management structure will need to be considered. Assuming the group finance director stays in America, will a senior person with the responsibility of strategic decision relating to function be required in Europe? Northney should also determine how assurance about treasury activities is obtained. It may not be convenient for the group internal audit function to carry out the work in Europe, and specialist external assurance may be required. So this what we are talking about when you are going to relocation of your treasury function to the Europe. So then what difficulties you may face? Language barriers, the time zone barriers, internal audit team, whether they can visit there or not, or whether you have to hire some experts. There will be some cultural issues. Now, other treasury function, Northney should also review the responsibilities of treasury functions of subsidiaries in the Europe. Previously, their level of autonomy may have been influenced by convenience for subsidiaries, with the group treasury function being established on a different continent. Because the group treasury function was on a different continent, so they were having the autonomy. But now, as the group treasury function and the subsidiaries, they are on the same continent, it may be better that work previously done by the subsidiary treasury function is done by the group function to reduce the duplication of operations and allow for concentration of expertise. Now, what is happening, guys? As they are on the same continent, so you want to save your cost. You will remove the duplication of the processes. Northney, however, consider the wider issues of whether subsidiaries' autonomy is affected by removing some of the responsibilities of their treasury function. Northney company must also address what happens about treasury activities relating to the American parent company. It will have its own treasury function, which may have more autonomy than local subsidiary functions currently have because of its position at the head of the group. However, the board must be careful to ensure that there is a clear split of responsibilities between the group treasury function and the parent treasury function. So, guys, I will say again, go through again, and then make your own points. Then in this question, methods of hedging. Guys, Which hedging method we have applied? Can you people tell me? Which hedging method we have applied in this question? First, we applied the
Currency.
then we applied the currency futures, then we applied the collars. Now, the level of receipts which both methods gave in comparison with other methods would have been a great factor. Though no details are given of the results of forward methods for each transaction, both methods use trade derivatives, which can be bought and sold. They have the security of being traded on markets, which have clearing houses. Basically, what we are doing, we are explaining the exchange traded derivatives. What we are explaining, guys? Exchange traded derivatives. They are being traded, which have clearing houses, which ensure that obligations are honored and there is no counterparty risk. Northney's group treasury function would have the experience and knowledge to use the traded derivatives successfully. The fact that the futures can hedge the JPY received exactly may have been a factor in choosing them. Both methods have been chosen in preference to options. This may have been because what was the method, guys, which they are having? Futures, and what was the other method? Collars. This may have been because of the need to pay large premium. Why we did not choose the options? On the options, we have to pay the premium. And the probability of a favorable rate movement that not exercising the option would be the best choice being considered too low. However, in the collar may have been chosen in preference to interest rate futures because it allows some potential to take advantage of favorable interest rate movements while limiting the premium paid. Or in other words, you can say the examiner in the collars at one side we are paying premium, on the other side we are selling premium or we are receiving premium. So our overall net premium cost is low. Both methods have been chosen, making assumption about basis and margin. In practice, there will be initial margin and the possibility of additional margin payments, as well as basis not changing. The assumption must be that factors are not sufficiently serious to change the decisions about which the instruments to use. So examiner is telling you what happens, guys, in the futures. There is a basis risk. And when you people are solving the question, so in every question, it is stated that basis diminished to zero at a constant maturity and constant intervals. So this assumption will continue. We have solved the question on that assumption. And then as futures are exchange traded derivatives, we have to go through in them the initial margin calculation, the subsequent margin calculation. On daily basis, we have to compute the gain or loss because they are the exchange traded derivatives. Now, in this question, political risk, given that the country has already imposed some restrictions on employment practices, it is possible that more restrictions could be imposed. Guys, we are not saying they are now. We are saying could be imposed. We are applying the skepticism. If it establishes a subsidiary there, these could include requirement for a minimum percentage of shares to be held by the local shareholders, possibly complicating the decision making. There could be also economic restriction, for example, limitation to transfer of funds out of the country imposed as a part of change in economic policy. So basically, for example, we are in the USA, we have opened a subsidiary in the Pakistan. So maybe the Pakistani government, they are saying whenever you are submitting the remittance to your parent company, for example, you have to pay us the 20% tax. Or they are saying that whatever your 100% shares are, first of all, the 30% shares will be held by the local shareholders, the Pakistani company, and then the remaining can be from your foreigners. So any restrictions can be imposed, or they can impose that this company has to pay the withholding tax of 5% in this country. If Northney company wishes to establish itself a manufacturer in the local region, it could face the risk of stricter measures being adopted if it exports from its current choice of country to countries in the free trade area. So in this question, the free trade area has been also discussed. Guys, this free trade area is an agreement between the European Union countries. What happens? Those countries who are the members of the European Union, they can trade without any tariffs and quotas. It is a free trade area between only those countries. But what we are saying, the free trade area could impose bureaucracy, legal requirements, or tariff for goods coming from outside the free trade area. Because I told you people, the free trade is only in between the members of that country. If something is going outside or inside, there may be restrictions. It could also impose tariffs on exports by Northney company. The impact of these measures may be greater if relations between suggested country and free trade areas worsen. Possibly, Northern companies should consider locating a subsidiary in one of the countries with the free trade area. That is good. Although it may be strict regulations, the trading environment may be more stable. So, Northney may also face difficulties if the suggested country has to change its economic policy and bring down its level of debt. Local interest rates may rise, depressing the demand and resulting in higher finance costs if the subsidiary seeks to borrow. Like you are going in that particular country where the interest rates are high, where the inflation is at very high side, and you need the finance, you cannot get your required amount. The taxes are high. So if the country is viewed as a following questionable economic policies, its exchange rate may become unstable, increasing northern exposure to foreign exchange risk. Then operational risk. Northern may find it difficult to implement its advanced working practices in its suggested country. It may be difficult to recruit sufficient local staff. Operational risk means that risk which may create hindrance in your doing the business. It can be any, like cultural differences, like communication gap. Here, they are not, you are going to in that country where language barrier maybe you can face. You may be facing in that country some law complexities, some taxes matters you have to see. There are different accounting policies may be followed in that relevant country. Okay, or for example, you are going into that country where before running a company you have to follow certain rules and regulations, certain health and safety regulations maybe you have to follow. So this may create a hindrance in your doing the business. So then by the end of the report, there should be a conclusion and report compiled by and the date. So I think so it was a very, very good question, guys.